Hey guys, Star here, and welcome to another model railroad video. So it's been a while since I've uploaded a model railroad anything, so I figure I'd show some of probably the most progress you guys have ever seen in the last year. So here we go. So I've moved into a new apartment, and what I'm showing you now is the general layout of the layout. So as you can see, it's actually quite large. It goes throughout the entire apartment, pretty much, with the exception of the kitchen and to the kitchen to the left and bedroom to the right. So the layout goes through the entire apartment essentially. Curves around. There's the internet router to the right. Curves back around and comes back in, and ends up back where we started. So I moved out to Cumberland about a month and a half ago, and since then I moved out for work. So one of my jobs took me out here, so I moved out here. So there we are. I decided to put the layout to good use in the apartment, and so here we go. We have quite a large setup here. This train is 65 cars. If you count each intermodal, 5-pack and 3-pack is one car. The whole train is 65 cars, 4 locomotives, the 2 DPUs right there. Those actually are speed matched and everything. They do work. That's NS, let me see here. That is NS 3636 and BNSF 3726. So, and if we go out into the living room where the body of the track is, you can see that we have NS 1067 out there and NS 7217 out there. So those are the head end power. Some trash cars on the head end, and then a little bit of mixed freight, intermodal, more mixed freight. This mess of wires in here and these mess of cars and equipment and stuff, this is all just like where I do maintenance and stuff. I just do it over here on the floor. There's not really much of a space to put much of that. I mean, I have a dresser and that's full of storage stuff. Those boxes are full of more extra track and packing material. There's a toolbox up there that I have a bunch of stuff in. So, and that closet there, this here is a closet, and it is full to the brim of this has just all the boxes and stuff for all of the cars. So all my rolling stock boxes are kept in there. So if we move over here to this side, this is also a closet. I don't do much in here though, because again, I can't open it very far. So if we go, if we start here at the, I guess the south end of the track. We start at the south end of the track, even though this track runs westbound. This is the westbound direction of the track going left. If we start at the south end, there is a switch, and it does go into a double crossover. It turns into a double track here. We swing around, and this is the engine storage right here. This is the engine storage. And right now, NS 8025 and BNSF 4719 are waiting on there. My SB5, my 5-amp booster actually gave out, so I've been having to only run 4 instead of 6, but that's actually fine since I can run more cars, so it all worked out. So here we go. The double track follows around to the north end, and then it switches back into the main, and then the main goes out as a singular track into the living room. So here's where everything takes place. You've seen the Power Cab before. I've done stuff with that before on YouTube. There's the SB5. I'm gonna have to recycle that. There's the cord for it in case I decide to get another one. But I decided to get an extension cable. This is a 10-foot cable, so I can bring it out into the living room if I so chose. And there's the power wires and all that. There's the track wire and the bus that goes into the actual track leads there. And of course, the power cab itself that lets me control the whole thing. So all these switches and stuff are controlled through DC power, not the DCC controller. So here's the switch yard for the double crossover. This is the switch yard for the double crossover. There's 4 switches, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they correlate to the farthest left is the farthest left, and the farthest right is the farthest right. So they all correlate. So if you plug this in, and if I were to plug that DC controller in, it doesn't actually have power to the track, it just has power to the switches. So if I decided to plug that in, I could throw any one of these switches. I could throw, that controller controls that switch, that controller controls that switch, and even the switches for the yard leads and the engine lead I can control through turning that on. So once I turn that on, I can start throwing switches. But right now everything's lined up for corresponding movement. Everything's all lined up so that the train can just keep going westbound. This train was based off of a certain NS train, even though Cumberland is in CSX territory, which is kind of funny. But this train does carry some intermodal, as you've definitely seen, and it definitely carries a lot of mixed freight. There's 53 mixed freight cars, 2 auto racks, and 10 pig flats. So yeah, no, this train's a decent size. So all in all, I'd say that the project was a success. It took several days actually to get this all together, to solve the derailments, to speed match the DPUs, all that stuff. So yeah, this is actually on a grade, so you can kind of see the hill into the room there. So when we see the layout in action, you'll see them going uphill. So I guess now we should, in a couple seconds, I'm going to cut the camera over so you guys can see how this runs. But thank you very much for watching this little update of mine. And thank you very much for staying subscribed. And if you want to see more, make sure to leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks very much for watching.